Tell me about Anthony Joshua. It looks like he's going to unveil a new training team. There's talk about Robert McCracken. Maybe he's not going to be involved anymore. Obviously, when things haven't gone so well with yourself and Anthony, if there's been a loss, everyone's been talking about, oh, we should get with a new trainer. And the same thing's happened here with Anthony Joshua since the Usyk fight. Actually, the talk's been going on since the Ruiz fight, maybe even before that he's with the wrong team. What do you make of the whole situation about him actually changing his trainer? It hasn't been announced yet, but it looks like it's going to.
Yeah, it's definitely going to happen according to Spencer Fearon and The Fight Is Right. And Spencer seems to be in the know about most things happening in the industry. I always talk about Anthony Joshua on my show, because he's a young man that's had had to deal with a lot of things, right from the beginning of his career. The spotlight was on him, and I think it's unfair because nobody knows what it's like to walk in his shoes. But one thing I would always say is think about every decision that you make, because the people that you start with are what you call the foundation, and oftentimes if the foundation is broken, the house is going to fall. So like us, this is why Anthony Joshua, he should have been a person that really blocks himself out from the outside world. That's hard to do, but Floyd Mayweather done it. If one man could do it, another man can do it. And not listen to the outside pressure. And so he should have just brought in the same people, the same team or the same trainer that he's bringing in. He should have brought that guy in with Robert McCracken. A lot of times there are people in camps that don't need to be there. It's one of the things that I always said I would never let happen around me. If you look at Anthony Yarde and Anthony Yarde's team, is always core people. Myself, Ade, Bilal Ali, Joe, which you're going to be hearing about soon, Cutman Cam. That's it. Go to the gym. All you're going to see is us there. 4 or 5 people. Our gym ain't packed with cheerleaders and people just there to do a job. You can say we're not at Anthony Joshua's level, but we soon will be, and I'm telling you, it won't change. So sometimes you can have a lot of people around that are blowing things in your ear, blowing smoke up your ass, talking for you, implying certain things. And I think Robert McCracken's fault was allowing so many people to be in that camp. That you don't, because, and people say things. Sometimes you got a man there who's pretending he's with the camp, but really he's trying to train your fighter. That's what's in his mind. He's trying to train your fighter and put things in your fighter's ears. So Anthony Joshua, in my mind, just has to really close that circle of just a few people and just work. Get back to the fundamentals, get back to the basics. And I always support him. I think he's a tremendous fighter, awesome power, and someone that is continuously learning. So Anthony Joshua just has to, let's see. I'm excited to hear who his new trainer is as you. I've heard Robert Garcia may be the man. And I heard that Chill Wilson is going to be there as well. But who knows? Could be Ronnie Shields. I think it's a pick and mix. But whoever it is, Anthony Joshua is doing what's best for Anthony Joshua, which I'm happy about. Because I've already heard it. I've already seen people online saying, leaving McCracken is the biggest mistake Anthony Joshua is ever going to make. As if they are walking in Anthony Joshua's shoes. They're not. They absolutely are not. So let this man make his own decision, which he has, and let's see what the future holds. In terms of the fight, he has to do what Anthony Yarde done. He needs to watch Anthony Yarde versus Lyndon Arthur 2.
So that's the advice. That's the advice for Anthony Joshua.
That's the advice. Anthony Joshua needs to watch Lyndon Arthur versus Anthony Yarde, or Anthony Yarde versus Lyndon Arthur 2. and use that as the blueprint. Go in there, use all your physical attributes, your height, your reach, your power, your size, your presence, and just bust him up. Sorry for the, the uncouth language, but that's how it is. It's as they call my new term, the roadman. The roadman.
There you go. You just took me back to the roads.
You see?
Is that the roads?
Yeah, that's the roads. They heard what I said. And the new slogan is not the sweet science, it's the sweet roadman science.
Oh my. What does that mean, Tunde? What is the sweet roadman science?
What it means, the roadman science is a mentality of acting without thinking, which is what many of us from certain environments do. That's why we end up in prison, on drugs, selling drugs. It's a mentality which someone like myself who was brought up in a certain environment is trying to encourage people to stay away from. We ain't trying to live that life. We're trying to be better for our children, for our parents, for our parents, that our parents have something to be proud of. So that roadman mentality is not quote unquote a great mentality in most cases, but in some cases it can actually be the thing that can save you in a fight, because that I don't give a shit. I don't care about boxing, the double jabbing, or using the technical aspect of the sport of boxing. When you switch to that roadman mentality, it's like it's a fight, because that's what boxing is. In its essence, in its primal essence, it's a fight. And so sometimes, as in life, you overthink things. You overthink things which are not actually there. So let's just say, all right, cool. You go back to watching Dillian Whyte versus Anthony Joshua in the amateurs. There wasn't much technicality there. You go back watching Dillian Whyte versus Anthony Joshua in the professionals.
Mm-hmm. Same.
That was a roadman fight.
So that's the advice then. If Anthony Joshua is to beat Oleksandr Usyk, he needs to employ the roadman mentality. Is that what we're saying, Tunde?
Roadman mentality. That's the tactics for this fight. And then it's that old cliche or that old saying, win this fight and look good in the next one. That's what, and he has to have people around him. I don't know who this new trainer is or these new trainer are, but if they are scared to give instructions and tell Anthony Joshua, you know what, bro, let's just empty everything on this guy.
Empty the tank.
If they're scared to say, yeah, empty the tank. See, listen, when my epitaph is written, there's going to be so many, can you imagine on my epitaph? Empty the tank, roadman.
It's great fun. Well, it sounds, I mean, if he's after someone to install a roadman mentality, who better than Tunde Ajayi himself, huh?
100%. And we're there. We're always there. Listen, Anthony's family is with Anthony Joshua's family. So, they're cousins and stuff like that. So, we're all family in this. And any advice on the phone or everything, I'm always there. I'm always going to support the young man. This is boxing. It's fighting in its essence, and listen, we're boxers. We're not street fighters. But people love Mike Tyson because he had a thuggish and a almost barbaric mentality sometimes in the ring, most times in the ring. And that's what we love, because, we love to see a fight. And I feel that not everyone's going to want to watch a classic 12-round boxing match. It's just not exciting, so not only does he need to be exciting for the fans this time around, but he needs to be exciting for himself. And if he hasn't got no one around him that brings that kind of energy, then he needs to get someone around him very, very quickly, because April is around the corner.